All right. I think we're good. I had to clear my throat instantly, ruining everything. It all sucks now. Let's see if I can. Okay, we're all good. So I'm on Tabletop Sim, and today we're checking out Rift Runners, the VTubing card game. This is a game I've been eyeballing for a while now, but I haven't done a deep dive into it. Um, for those that don't know, this game is pretty much VTuber Yu-Gi-Oh! But it does seem like it has some interesting aspects to it that I'm kind of liking. So I'm gonna be trying it out today, right here, right now. And to do that, we're just gonna pull out some decks and see what we can find out. So I'm gonna start by just checking out this deck, which is like the Blazing Glory starter deck. There is like a Chibidoki and a Mari Mari underscore EN starter deck, but those are like set three. So I figured starting with set one stuff would be good for learning purposes. So yeah. So I know you got your main deck, 40 cards, 40 to 60 cards. Let me just see. Shuffle your 40 to 60 card main deck. Yeah. And then a 9 to 15 fodder deck. So what comes in this fodder deck? Okay. Seems like you can only have 3 copies of any given card, at least a fodder. So I know that fodder cards are vanillas. They're lore characters, which is why they have just lore here. So this is some red stuff and some dark holies. I don't know what that's gonna mean going forward. We got Cherry Bomb, we got Flame Specters, and we got Insomniac. That one looks kind of cool. Um, so I know when you draw at the start of your turn, you both draw from your main deck and your fodder deck. Then we also have our Monarchs. You get 3 when you start. Monarchs are kind of where the game is interesting because depending on which monarch you use, you have to change your field layout. Uh, it's also kind of interesting that 2 of these are Nyaru. And the other thing about this that's really cool, you see that Nyaru Chew? Yeah, that's the actual VTuber. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Hold on. Nyaru Chew? Yeah, Twitch. Okay. Streamed 2 months ago. Interesting. Oh, anyways. So we got 2 different Nyarus. But the other thing about these are monarchs kind of create like a passive effect on your board. Like Goddess is copies the effects of Rock Goddess Nyaru that you control. Wait. Copies of Goddess Nyaru that you control are no longer limited to use their effect once per turn. So the thing about it is every single like fighter, I guess, from what I was understanding, has a monarch. And fighters are like this. So this is the rock artist Nyaru in the deck. Um so expend a fire or idle rally token from this card to destroy 1 card on your opponent's side of the field. Hard once per turn. For each card destroyed by this effect, your opponent takes 10 burn damage. Wow. This card cannot attack in the same turn. Wait, but that's not a once per turn now? With that? Oh my god. Oh my god. There's 10. You each have 100 life, so you deal 1/10 damage pretty easily there. Now something I'm noticing, she's a 4 star, which means you have to do some shit to pull that off. Let me see. Tier. The tier of a fighter that is indicated of strength 0 to 4. It also tells you how many cards, including itself, are needed to bring it to field. Okay, so this card with a tier 4 requires you to have 3 cards underneath it as rally tokens. Oh, I think I see how it works. Hold on. Hold on. Because there's an effect, Unity. Hold on. So I've been looking at some of this stuff. Unity, page 6. Okay, no, that's not necessarily. Tier 3s and 4s don't have Unity values because they... Oh, okay. Saw something about 11. Play an action, play a counter card. Unity, okay. This action can only be done once per turn. To unify, take a fighter from your hand and place it underneath a face-up fighter. These 2 cards must have matching element or class to be compatible. Cards that you use for Unity is now considered to be a Unity token. So, does that count? Because again, like I said, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! So you have to make like tribute summons to play the bigger stuff. But do Unity tokens count? Let me see. Rally deploy with no cost or requirement. If your fighter is tier 2, you need to take 1 fighter or Unity token from your field and place it face down under your tier 2. That face down card is now turned into a rally token. If your fighter is tier 3, you need to put 2 cards. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I think I understand. Actually, let me try. Let me check one more thing. You can normally deploy a fighter in face-up attack position, face-up defense position, or face down. Okay. Once per turn, each of the fighters can change between attack and defense. Fighters that were deployed during that turn and fighters that have attacked during that turn cannot change position. Okay. Combat phase, clash phase, destruction damage step, count phases. Can only attack once. Repeat the following steps for all fighters. Alright, so you declare your target. Will either be an opponent fighter or the opponent's HP directly. Will only be attacked if there are no fighters. A direct attack to reduce. Yep. Your back row fighters cannot attack the enemy's HP if you have a fighter in front of them. You also cannot attack an opponent's back row fighter if they have a fighter in front of them. Yep. If your fighter's attack value is higher than the targeted fighter's attack or defense value, yep. Steps occurred even if no. If a target fighter was attacked while in defense position, you don't lose health. However, if it is, you subtract the difference. Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh rule there. Okay, I think I can start a game. I'll refer to the rule book as I go. All right, so yeah, we're gonna put our main deck, our fodder deck, and then we're just gonna use uh, Rock Goddess Niaro because that's the one on the cover art, so that's the one we're gonna use. Then over here, we're gonna do that. Whoop, fodder deck, shuffle. What? Wait, how did those get swapped? Okay, shuffle. And then bop bop. This is the one that's on the art. of the box, so we're going to use this one. From what I understand, you also can have a side deck in this, and that's where things get kind of crazy because like these are in your side deck, and you can swap them out between games. Okay, so you can expend an Ice Rally token from a Tier 3 Ice Fighter and destroy one AC card on the field. What the fuck is an AC card? I don't know what that means. But now we have to put out our little thing. So, interesting setup. What's Niara? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, and then I'm just gonna let this one go first. So, draw 5 as your starting hand. Start phase, draw phase. You may draw 1 card from your fodder deck. If you do, show. Okay, so you draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm not seeing anything that's talking about mulligans. That's important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So these are trap cards. These are spell cards. That's a tier 1. What the? Oh, this is an equipped card. Okay. All right, so let's now. So we draw a card from the main deck, and then we draw a card from the fodder deck. And then we can normal deploy. So we got a trap here. Target 1 tier 3 or lower fighter you control. That fighter, or fighter, that fighter can't be destroyed by battle or card effects for the rest of the turn. Okay, that seems solid for some defense. So play that face down. Shuffle up to 3 cards from your hand into your main deck and draw that same number of cards. That's neat. That seems like generically good in general. Sacrifice 1 firefighter. Your opponent must sacrifice 1 fighter of the same tier or higher than the sacrifice fighter. Or higher? Wait a minute. So if you can get rid of a tier 0, they just have to kill something? If they control no fighters, they take 10 HP damage? 10 burn damage? For the cost of like a fucking fodder card? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. This card is attacked. Detach all tokens on the attacking fight. Oh. During your start phase, you can expend this card to add 1 god tier fighter. What is a god tier fighter? Oh my god. What does the term expend mean in this? I'll just move that to the side for now. Oh, AC, action or counter. Expend. This is where you spend a token from a card you control to the void zone. Okay. And I'm guessing that's the void zone by the looks of it. That's actually. Oh, void is discard. Got it. Okay. So I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't draw for turn, did I? 5? Yeah, I didn't actually draw. Wait. Hold on, but it's saying I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this was our fodder. Well, how are we missing a card? 5. What? Oh, right. Because I played that. I'm just gonna leave that face up so I'm aware of its existence. So we're just gonna play. Do I have an attack phase first turn? I assume not. The player goes first, cannot attack first turn. Okay. So we play out Flame Brawler Tora. And then we're going to Unity it with Cherry Bomb. So now it's an 8 power. And then we just pass the turn. So now they go. They draw a card. They draw a fodder. We take a look at what they got. So they got 2 Tiaras of Winter. This card can only be equipped to Ice Lore Fighters. At the start of the next turn after equipping this, put 1 Ice Lore Fighter from your deck. Oh, pull 1. Got it. This card can be used as rally material for the deployment of a Tier 3 Ice Fighter. Okay. Counter. During either player's turn, if your opponent controls 2 or more fighters while you control none, quick deploy a Tier 0 fighter from your hand. Like Mr. Tubbs here. Interesting. Expend 1 Tier 1 or higher Ice Unity token from this card to target and destroy a Tier 3 or lower fighter. Well, we don't really have that to use right now. Shuffle 1 face-up Ice Lore Fighter from your side of the field into your deck. Quick deploy an Ice Fighter up to 1 tier higher from your deck. Attach this card as a rally token to the fighter if it's a tier 2 or higher. This card can be used to quick deploy God tier fighters. Holy crap, wait a fucking minute. That's really good. This is an action card. Is there a condition behind action cards I don't know about? Nope. Hiya. How's it going, Reika? We're just we're checking out this card game. So I could play like Mr. Tubbs here. Oh, it says it has to be a lore fighter. So Mr. Tubbs, can Mr. Tubbs go to the deck from your side of the field into your deck? But can it because it's from the fodder deck? I want to say no. I wish I could check. Well, stream's going good so far. Just kind of hanging out. All right. So I actually think what's my Monarch ability again? You can expend an Ice Rally token. I almost don't want to play. Oh my god, that thing does 18 damage plus 3. This does 21 damage. Um, I don't want to play anything though. So I'm just gonna put Mr. Tubbs face down defense. And then I guess set this face down. I guess. By the way, you didn't reply to me on X. Well, yeah, because I've been busy, as I had said. Start of turn. Draw there and draw here. So now we can just go into Flamecaster Gwen here. Or no, actually, we don't even need to do that. We can go straight into Shadiru, who's going to deal some damage. It's 27 damage, but there's nothing else to him. I could just normal rally the Cherry Bomb. No. No, I think we just go into Shadiru. No, because they have a face down. Hold on. And in fact, probably don't want to play anything because we know that there's a face down card. Like I do have a defense against removal. Well, I could also just uh I could drop the cherry bomb and then kill it for the lotus. Oh no. No, do the spinal gateway, shuffle in like the one lotus, and then probably Gwen. Okay. So I guess we move into the attack phase and then we declare the attack here, which is fine. That's kind of what they want. So this will Mr. Tubbs will go there. Mr. Tubbs dies. If your opponent controls two or more fighters while you control none, quick deploy a tier 0 fighter. Oh, we don't have one of those. So we have to wait till the next turn. And then we just drop the cherry bomb. Guess we just drop it here. I don't think it matters. Then we pass. Because now we can at least get up to the Gwen or the Shaderu next turn. Then flip over here, draw for turn, draw from the fodder deck, another Mr. Tub. If a tier 1 or lower ice fighter is targeted by an opponent's attack or effect, negate it, pull one ice fighter from deck, and unify it to target fighter. Ooh, okay, so we're going to put that down. We're going to activate the Rude Awakening. Since I don't control any tier or anything and he has two, we get to play Mr. Tubbs for free. So now we can do fucking all. The start of your next turn after equipped, pull one ice spider from your deck. From this card, I guess we just kind of try to build some sort of a board. How do we want to play this? So that's a 9. That's also a 9. Okay, so I think what we do is we play Mr. Tubbs rested or in defense mode. Your tier 1 or lower is targeted by an attack, negate it, and then pull one and unify it to that fighter. Alright, so we're going to do that with this one. So this way we have some back row. Um, and now we can actually deal some damage. So attack phase, we're going to swing into the cherry bomb. So we now have the question. Do we keep it alive? Is it worth keeping it alive? Or do we save this for much later? I think we keep it alive now so that we can go to Gwen next turn. Where does Unity effect trigger? Does this have to be a Unity card in order to get Unity effects? Also, my cat's in the way, so I don't know how much of this is translating. Fighter can only hold one Unity token, but it's not telling me. When does Unity... You can expend this. Oh, wait, so it's this card that gets expended. So we put this, like, underneath Shadaru to add a god tier fire to hand. Understood. Understood. Okay. So we're kind of fine with Cherry dying here, but I don't want it to yet. Yeah, we let Cherry die. Boom. Its attack was 9, and that's 12, so we take 3 damage. So minus 3 equals 97. Right, and that will end that turn. Back over here. My cat's doing something. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. I've got only cherry bombs. I swear I shuffled these. Expend 1 fire or holy rally token from this fighter to target and destroy 1 tier 3 or lower fighter on your opponent. Oh. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Well, there's a face down card. We don't know what that is. We could destroy this. We don't know what effects they could have, but we do have ways of protecting. Um, can you get down, buddy? I can't have you walking around up here. Thank you. Um, oh, you know what? First, let's play the Spinal Gateway. Shuffling these 3 cards back in and draw the same number. So shuffle 1, 2, 3. Okay. Um, Shuffle 5 firefighters from your void into your deck and draw 2. Ooh. During this player's turn. Okay, we'll keep this in hand for now because we do have another Spiral Gateway. Yeah, so we're just gonna flip these, and then we're gonna play Shideru. Effective Gwen. We're gonna Unity, and then we're gonna expend her to search my deck for a God tier fighter. So what is a? See if I can just look up God. Oh, how do I know it's a God tier? What makes it a God tier? Oh, it's because it says Goddess. Hold on. Okay, so let's find out. What is the definition of a God tier? Fuck. It doesn't have anything about God tier, so I gotta go to the other rule book for that. Um, oh, tier system, page 23. Tier system. All fighters have a tier level indicating their raw power. There are 5 tiers for fighters in the game. And tier 4, which tier 4 is God tier. Okay, got it. Um, Decks are often constructed for the purpose of play. These cards are also the most difficult. Uh-huh. So types of cards is there? Oh. They cannot be quick deployed unless the card that is deploying them specifies. Oh. Okay. So alright, so we search, we look for, I'm pretty sure Nyaru. Um, so we know we can get Nyaru. That's about it. That is it. Alright, so we can search and grab a Nyaru. Nyaru effect. Holy crap, those stats are jacked. 32, 25. You can expend a fire or idle rally token from this card to destroy 1 card on your opponent's side of the field, hard once per turn, but not because of how the leader is. For every card destroyed by this effect, your opponent takes 10 burn damage. Okay. So, yeah, we luckily have a way of pretty much guaranteeing that this will be just fine because we have three here. So we could just play Niaru next turn and just kind of win unless they have something here. So do we even go to an attack? I guess we go to attack phase to try and clear that. And so we're going to activate the Acolyte's Determination, negate it, pull one Ice Fighter from the deck, and unify it to the target. So we negate the attack. Level 1 Ice Fighter. Um, so we can grab this guy. We can grab this guy. I guess we kind of want to grab this guy. He's got the biggest stats for a Unity. Who's our, like, god tier? Mia the Ascended. This card can only be rally deployed with Ice Fighter slash tokens. During either player's turn, you can expend one rally token from this card to boost its attack by 10. Oh my god. Or negate its removal. Oh, okay. So we are now Unity. So now it got a plus 3/6. Okay. So it lives. And then that will end the turn, but play that face down as kind of a bluff. Start of turn. Draw. Draw. Another Mr. Tubbs. What's going on here? I swear I've shuffled this. So now we can play Livernia. This is a 30. Oh. So actually, I could do this here because this is a lore fighter, right? So I can do lore fighter and then Icy Alliance to make it a level 3, which could be this one here. So that I have some kind of board presence to hopefully deal with this, which it's 27 power. Yeah, just 27. I think that that's the move here, so turn that face down, play this. Then you play this. We shuffle an Ice Lore into the deck. So I'm guessing this goes away. Quick deploy an Ice Fighter up to one tier higher, so I can go up to tier 3. Do we have any others? Attach this card as a rally token to that card if it's tier 2 or higher. Oh, and it can be used to play God tiers. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold the fuck on. We might change this plan around then. So give me a second. 2. Instead of that, we're going to do this. Right? Same concept. This goes in. Oh, these are gone now. So these are gone. This goes in the deck. We search out and grab our this Mia the Ascended, right? Can only be rally deployed with wait, no. Hold on. No. 'Cause I don't think I want that. Oh no. Oh. So instead we will go through with this plan. So putting this back in the deck, search out the level 3, which would be this one. Play that. That in the deck. This here. This goes face down under it. Shuffle the deck. Spend an ice rally token from a tier 3 fighter and destroy one. Oh. Oh. Whoops. That would have been useful. Hi, Snipe. What the fuck happened here? This is worse than the I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm checking out Rift Runners. That's all. I'm trying to figure out plays. So this is only a 27, so we can kill that with Ice Goddess. Um, and we'll equip it with the Tiara just because in their mind they're fine because they're about to kill this. So swing in, but we will activate the Blazing Serenity. Target one tier 3 or lower. Firefighter. That fighter can't be destroyed by battle or card effects for the rest of the turn. Now, the question is, he didn't die, but do I still take damage? Yeah, and I'm looking for Captain Missing, not Brick Wall. The fuck's that supposed to mean? Brick Wall. Um, Damage step. This is where the HP damage is inflicted. This step occurs even if no fighters were destroyed. Okay, so I still take 3 damage here. Minus 3. 94. And, well, there's no point attacking there. Yeah, but next turn, that can go off. Okay, start of turn. Draw. Draw. We got another one. Alright, well, first things first. Ow, my cat's attacking me. We just hard drop Niaru. Playtest for pro. Oh, I would be interested. Would be interested in playtesting. Um, so I can do this 3 times to deal 30 damage, but I can't attack. So either I can attack and kill that, they have no back row, or I can attack and kill that and deal some better damage. Can only be equipped to an ice lore fighter. Pull 1 ice lore fighter from your deck. Hmm. You want to kill that. Hmm. I'm a dog person, but if it's to attack a brick wall. What the fuck? Why am I a brick wall? Your opponent controls 2 or more fire. So either I can deal 30 burn damage or I can kill that and deal 2 damage. We don't know what else they can do on that next turn, but I say we kill this. So they're going to take 2 burn damage. And that's the turn. Jeez, we are just not doing shit. Do I need to spell it out for you? Yeah. Yeah, you do. Alright, start a turn. Draw for turn. Draw for turn. So they're in a rough spot. Can't destroy this now. Um, okay. Well, at least we have that. Plenty of Mr. Tubb. So we can... It's not a lore fighter. Alright, we're just going to drop Mr. Tubbs and give him the tiara. Because we can guarantee Mr. Tubbs lives a turn. Actually, we're going to move them into defense mode to not die. Ugh. And that's that turn. Next turn. Draw. Draw. Kitsune, Visage of Flame. If this card is either face up or unified to a target, detach 1 token on your opponent's side of the field. Define detach. Is equipping a detach? No. But this will give it some more damage. And actually, it gives me a bit more stuff. Oh, but that's not. That's. Hmm. So I think what we do here actually is we're going to Unity the Cherry Bomb because we can now get rid of 4 cards here and deal 40 damage of burn damage. So we're just going to deal 40 burn damage to them. Okay. And then I'm going to play the Flame Spectre in the back in defense. The abs man of the abs that looks like a fucking brick wall. I fucking. I'm not gay if you want to put on trim. I'm not. Well, you can't. Maybe that's why he treats me as a scratching post. He thinks I'm a wall. He walks into my chest and just falls over. Ooh, and I can shuffle 5 firefighters back into my deck. I have 3, not counting fodder, because I don't know if fodder counts. That's something I'm really not sure about. I need to find the part about the fodder deck. The decks 7 and 8. Fodder deck. Um, Cards can only have 3 copies between them in the fodder and main deck. The fodder deck must contain 9 to 15. Like the main deck, the fodder deck is shuffled and broken. Um, Once a fodder deck is specifically named a card, cards cannot be added slash returned to the fodder deck. If an effect calls for cards to be shuffled back into the deck, they are shuffled. Oh, interesting. So I can play Forbidden Fuel here and shuffle these in and draw some cards. So actually, before I play this Flame Spectre, let's shuffle in 5 fodder fighters. They're all gonna be cherry bombs, I'm pretty sure. Yep, they're all cherry bombs. So you guys can go back into the deck, shuffle you up, and then I draw 2. 1, 2. Okay. While this card is face up on the field, you can rally deploy God to your idle fighters from your hand using fire fighters in the void as rally material. What? That's so dumb. That's real dumb. So if I can just get another Niaru out, I'm golden. I'm golden. So yeah, hard. I'll play it in defense mode, but still. Wow. You know, I can also just do this. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3. Shuffle, draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was terrible. That was terrible. All right, and then I have to pass the turn. So start of turn, pull 1 ice lore fighter from your deck. Okay. So draw, draw, search. We are searching out her. And then we're just gonna we just play it, I guess. This would be 2. We can kill that at least. So expend that, kill Niaru, but then we activate the Blazing Serenity. Oh no, we don't activate that. Oh no, we do activate it because there's no point not. So cannot die now. And what's Rude Awakening again? Oh yeah, that doesn't really do anything in this current setup. So now our hand is looking pretty not great. So let's just shuffle those into the deck. Draw three. One, two, three. Okay. One, two, three. Ooh, oh, wait, we can do this. Hold on. Wait. Can only be rally deployed with ice fighters slash tokens. During either player's turn, you can expend one rally token from this card to boost its attack back. I mean, we're not in a good spot here because we got it out. If not for the fact that I did this effect, I could play this turn. Play another spiral. Shuffle two. One, two. Now we can do it. Okay, so now we're going to do Unity, but then we will rally deploy. That face down, put these face down, right? Because they're all ice. Yep, they're all ice. Those there. Play Mia the Ascended. Effect. This card can only be rally deployed. Yep. During either player's turn, you can expend one rally token to boost it from this card to boost its attack by 10 for the rest of the turn and negate its removal by card effects. Yeah, hard. Let's do that. We're gonna do that. And also now, is it just a tier 3 ice fighter? And okay, now we're at 40. We're gonna attack Niaru, which will make me drop by 8. Yeah, that's gonna have to happen. 86, and then Niaru dies. So we really need to top deck that Niaru. And that's the end of that turn. Okay. Draw. Nope. Ooh. Well, oh, you know what? Here we do that, right? One token on your opponent's side of the field. Okay, we're gonna do this. So we're gonna do this and then detach it to make them have to lose card. And then pass the turn. Their turn. They draw. They draw. Play Mr. Tubbs in the back. Um, Play that just so we can get the level 1 out. Level 1 lore. Here we go. Do we want this in the front? Yes, we do, so we can try to kill him. Attack phase, we're gonna go 13 into the Spectre. Happens, and then, yep, kills Niaru. Ooh, this is really gone in the opposite direction. So, ending turn, next turn, draw. And of course now we draw the Niaru. Of course we draw the Niaru now. God damn it. Uh, we played this face down defense and end the turn. One, two. This question. Okay. Actually, we're going to Unity, but it doesn't matter because we're just going to evolve it. Um, I don't know if I have to do this now or not, but we're gonna remove that last token. It gets up to plus 10. Wyneria is gonna swing there, kill the Insomniac. And then this, before this one swings, activate the Rude Awakening to play this in defense mode, at which she'll have to swing and kill. That's my turn. Boom, draw, boom, draw. Oh, wait! Oh, so close. How can I make this survive a turn? I can't. I think this is I have to draw like really damn good. Play the Insomniac, face down defense. Pass the turn. Start a turn. Draw. Draw. Target one on in your void. That specifies ice fires and add to hand. Oh, I don't think we need to. I think right now we're just kind of good. Let me just take a look. So I can grab the Icy Alliance. Actually, yeah, I think we do that. We can grab him, have some more damage out. So graceful. So play Mr. Tubbs. Yeah, play Mr. Tubbs. Icy Alliance. Shuffle that in. Or the heist to grab Icy Alliance. Search the deck. Where is he? No. I just saw him. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong spot. Search. Play tabletop sim for over 50 hours. Oh. Well, that's not good. Um, well, I don't have the level 1 anymore, so welcome back, Mr. Tubbs. And we will actually just do this. Do the minus effect. Do the minus effect here to target that and destroy it. Attack phase. Um, Mr. Tubbs swing in. Alright, I think I take 2 because of defense. That's fine. I think he dies? I'm not sure. Then we'll go 30 there and then 40 to face. Yikes. Okay, start of turn. We hope for a miracle here. Um, I don't think there's a. I think I just lose. Yeah, I think this is just a loss. Because I can only defend for a turn. We just go defense again. Drop Mr. Tubbs. Hey, let's do that shit again. The Unity, blah, blah, blah. Swing there. Flip, kill. Okay. 40. Yep, that's game. Because that's 40 damage here and then 9 here. Yup. Interesting. So I see where this deck, the fire one, I can see what it wants to do. It really wants this. I just need a better way of getting Niaru out in such a way where I can defend it. Um, just because that's an easy target. Either that or play it early game. I don't know if there was anything that would have helped there with that. Oh, yeah, Blazing Serenity would help with that really hard. So yeah, those were options I could have done. Interesting. Um, so I'm liking it. I'm kind of curious about trying out some of these other decks. So, should we try? Let's take a look at this one. Uh-huh. All right, so this is we got three here. Two of different, like one's a different color. So let's look at Chibi first, since she's like the box art one. You can rally deploy Chibi Gremlin of Destiny from your hand using three tier 1 mage fighters in the Void and or Exile as rally materials. Oh, what does Chibi do? Chibi. Effect. This fighter can only be rally deployed using mage material, but you can ignore that with the Chibi Monarch. Two, this fighter gains +2 attack for every AC action and the other thing on the field. Passive. Okay, so this is a mage build. It's a weird layout. Three, expend a rally token from this card and exile a card on the field. Oh, oh my god. It's a 31/31. That's really nice. Equip mage. This card can only be equipped to one tier or to tier 1 through 4 Chibi Doki fighters and tier 1 through 3 mage lore fighters. Okay. During the combat phase, instead of attacking, the equipped fighter can destroy a card on the field while negating its effect. Also, the fact that it says while negating the effect gives me mystical space typhoon vibes, and I don't like that. All right, let's look at Fletchy. Quick deploy a tier 4 mage fighter from your hand using a copy of Star Student Fleshy and two other mage fighters you control as rally tokens. Star Student Fleshy. Okay, what? Really? Star Student Fleshy. If this fighter is normal deployed, quick deploy a tier 0 fighter from your hand, from the hand. Ooh. So you can. Ooh. Ooh. I see strategy there. So that just gets you two bodies, and then you just need one more with this in order to get to Chibi Doki. Even though, actually, hold on. Oh, it's because you can quick deploy. So if you just have another mage fighter, you can do this 2 times per round. Oh my god. So if you can just get another fighter quick deployed, you're golden. You can just hard play Chibi. Wow. Okay. I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision. This deck seems sick. Quick deploy a tier 0 through 3 mage fighter from the void, and then discard a copy of Milky from your hand 3 times per round. Okay, what's Milky do? Milky. Quick deploy a mage lore fighter from the void and expend a rally token from this fighter. Um, it seems fine. Quick deploy a 0 through 3 mage and then discard a copy of Milky from your hand. See, this one cares about the void, so I'm guessing there are cards in here that care about the void. Let's take a look. Okay, we got zero outbreak zero. Counter. If a fighter you control is destroyed by an attack, reduce the attacking fighter's total attack to zero until your opponent's next start phase. Fighter you control is destroyed by attack, reduce. Oh. If this card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, target up to two fighters on your opponent's side of the field and lower their attack to zero until your opponent's next start phase. So if they target this to destroy it, they trigger it to go off. Oh man, that's crazy. That's just a good card. All right, Swift Bonk. If an opponent's tier 1 through 3 fighter declares a direct attack on your HP, reveal a tier 3 through 4 Chibi Doki fighter in your hand, negate the attack, and return the attacking fighter to hand. Opponent? Okay, so a bounce effect. Lost Archive. Pull up to 2 mage action something, yeah, from the void. You cannot pull a copy of Lost Archive. This isn't a mage card. So how could you anyway? What? Yomi's Suspicious Concoction. Exile a fighter you control and quick deploy a mage fighter up to tier 1 higher from the main deck or hand. Take 10 burn. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You do this. If this fighter is normal. Oh, it has to be normal deployed. But wait. You do this. Play a fighter. Normal play fleshy to play like another one of these. You can just go straight into Doki. That's a Fleshy seems like the better one here. Okay, Orb of Meowgic. Action continuous. Oh, really? There's continuous stuff. Mage. 1. Increase the attack of all mage fighters controlled by 3. Passive. Nice. 2. If you control at least one mage fighter, your opponent must reveal every card they draw from the main deck. This is a continuous? Holy crap! What the fuck? This deck is so good. And yeah, we got Chibi, Gremlin of Destiny. Oh, and then here's the level 3 Chibi that I knew was coming. In effect, quick deploy this fighter and equip it to a copy of Chibi's Crystal Scythe from your hand. I'm fucking sorry. This is... You can just quick deploy this? Do you have to pay the cost if you quick deploy? Like, do you have to put 2 cards under it? Hold up. Where's the rule on quick deploy? Is Chibi just that strong, like, actually? I guess it'd be 16. This is where a fighter are brought to the field. They are not limited once per turn. This is where fighters are brought to the field. There are no limits. Fighters are deployed and face up. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm getting. You can quick deploy Chibi, but you still have to pay the cost. But that's not a problem because you have Fleshy here. That's crazy. And then, yeah, we got Milky. Go on to what? Why aren't you stacking? What the fuck? Okay. Uh, Panda Mage Kieran. It's a lore fighter. Same character. Kieran of the Grove. Effect. You can rally deploy tier 4 mage fighters from your hand using 3 mage from the void as rally material. I haven't seen anything that puts anything into the void yet. 2, 3. There's Fleshy. You only get 2 copies of Fleshy? Really? Ooh. That's a reason to buy 2 Chibidoki decks, just so you can get that 3rd copy of Fleshy. Yomi. Pull a copy of Yomi's Sus Concoction from Deck or Void. Yomi Sus... Yeah, this card was really good, so you play this. And now when it says effect, when does this happen? Is this on play? Or do I get to choose? I want to say it's when it enters. So when it enters, exile a mage you control and quick deploy. Alright, 1, 2. Yeah, this card just seems good. Just because of what it calls. And then Mia the War Mage, a 1 cost. Yeah. Yeah. This deck is really fucking good. Of course, it's fucking Chibi Doki's deck that's really good. God, now I'm wondering how good the Mari Mari is going to be. Okay, let's take a look at our no effect ones from the looks of it. Sounds good. Chat, Agent of Mayhem. I still feel like Fleshy is kind of the better Monarch choice, in my opinion. Alright, what does Mari do now? Oh my god, I love that. I love that so much. Alright, Royal Goldfish Mari, Pillager Kyoharu, and Graceful Fencer Karen. Alright, so Mari. You can deploy a Royal Goldfish Mari from the hand using 3 tier 1 through 3 noble fighters in the void as rally. Okay, so this is a noble deck. Also seems like it's a what is this? Water? Water deck? Which makes sense. If you normal deploy a tier 1 noble lore fighter, you can attack twice during that turn's combat phase. Oh! Aggro. Pillager Kyoharu. If a tier 2 noble fighter you control destroys an opponent's fighter, draw a card from the main deck. Nice. Okay, those are just solid effects. There's no complaints. Full aggro, yeah. Interesting that Mari, you only missed 1 slot. Okay, now we take a look at what this deck can do. Oh my god, do you have more equipment here? From what I'm seeing, these are just kind of the better starter decks to start with. I could be wrong though, obviously. What? Okay. Okay, well, start with our god tier, since that's what decks are apparently built around. If your opponent deploys a fighter or plays a card, yeah. They pay 2 HP for each noble rally token on this fighter. Fuck. Opponent's fighters and the cards in the same column as this fighter have their effects negated. What? You negate the effects of shit? There's probably matchups where you could just fuck someone completely. Like, look at this. If you just target this row, you could fuck them. Yeah. That's crazy. And then her scepter. Equip. Weapon. One can only be equipped to effect or lore tier 1 through 4 Mari Mari underscore EN. I love that it's Mari Mari underscore EN. Which I'm guessing because of the wording, it's targeting this aspect and not the actual name. And tier 3 through 4 noble fighters. So I wonder if there's any good noble fighters in tier 4 that would this would work for. If the opponent draws a card from the main deck, inflict 10 burn damage. Soft once per turn, passive. And it gives +5 power. Oh my goodness. Noble fighters definitely get something crazy here. Karen's Rapier, equipped to Noble. This card can only be equipped to Noble lore fighters. Equipped fighters inflict piercing damage. Nice. And it's +8. Nice. I'll take it. Okay. We know what Rude Awakening does because I was using that earlier. Uh, Surprise Volley. If your opponent declares a direct attack on your HP, shuffle 3 Noble Fighters from the Void into the main deck and negate the attack. If the attacking fighter is tier 0 to 3, destroy it. Oh my god. Spiral Gateway, we know. Reclaim Riches. Put 1 Noble card and or 1 Noble tier 0 through 1 fighter from the Void. You cannot pull a copy of Reclaim Riches with this effect. So you search your deck for a card or a 0 through 1 Noble fighter. You cannot pull a copy of Reclaim Riches. Okay, so you can't target itself. That seems fine. You just grab something from the deck you might need. Deep Sea Gateway, action. Deploy 1 tier 0 fighter from your deck. You cannot quick deploy anything else that turn. Okay. I think that's fine. I don't think it's like great, but it seems fine. Karen, it's a lore fighter with a 6/5 unity. Ooh, my god. Alright, let's go over here. Another lore fighter, a 3 cost lore fighter. But they're noble, and that's what matters. And also, the fuck? What? Um, there you go. For those who are asking for the sauce. Strike Commander Yoro. Spend 1 noble or fire rally token from this card and destroy 1 action or the trap or spell. And or a tier 0 through 3 fighter on your opponent. Oh wait, there's a card just like this in the other deck, but it's nice. Neat. Pillager Kyoharu lore 2. Okay. Rion the Mariner lore. Battle Maid Takako. Effect. This fighter gains 1 attack for every noble fighter in your void zone. I didn't see anything that's putting him in the void zone though. Right, because void zone. Wait, void zone is discard, isn't it? Yeah, void zone's there. Oh wait, so all these cards that said void became a lot better all of a sudden. Yeah. Yeah. These are just strictly better than the other starter decks. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shit's crazy. My God. Um, so here's what I'm gonna do. We got like new test cards that came out. I want to look at all cards though. I want to search because I actually have a deck I'm curious. Oh no, it's okay. Just give it a second. It's got to load a lot of stuff all at once. Uh, okay. So I'm interested in the warrior deck because of this card. Because of Yuki and Yuna's deck. Oh god, it's reloading? Fuck. Okay, so does warrior have... So we have this guy. We're looking at level or tier fours. Yeah, these are the monarchs I'm wanting to run, really. Mostly because you can quick deploy a warrior fighter, it gains 4 attack. That's sick. All warrior fighters you control gain plus 2 attack. That's also sick. Um, yeah, and then you combo it. So this one, when normal deployed in attack position, I can deploy this one from the deck. I just can't attack for the turn. But it's such a nice way to get 2 cards out. And also dual leveling are just awesome content creators. Like visually, they look so good. Like, love it. Okay, we're looking for more level fours. All right. All right, so here's our god tiers. So this fighter can only be rallied using Earth Rally material. So instantly, this is not good for this deck. All right. During your combat phase, expend 1 metal rally token from this fighter, and it can attack an additional time. During either player's turn, expend a metal rally token from this card to negate this card's destruction. But okay, so wait, does fighter not or warrior not have like a good level 3 to go off of? Uh, Sorry, level 4. What's the point of how do you build this deck? I'm checking the their Discord, see if someone built a deck. Let's see. Go to the Discord. Deck builds. Let's see. Shibidoki, Undead, a metal deck, Bug, Yomi. No one has built a deck, a warrior deck, at least on the Discord. Oh man. Well, how? The other thing about warriors is that they're all different elements. How? Unless this is like a early game spam deck. All right, let's just pull out all of the warrior cards. Give it a second. Okay, pull out all warriors. Well, that's a monarch. You deploy wait, but this isn't a warrior. What? Okay. So I'm putting all my monarch options up there. Are these monarchs? Yes. Okay, so this is all the warriors tag stuff. I'm gonna real quick use the bathroom before I really dive into this because I feel like there's a lot to like a lot to go into here. All right, I've returned. So let's start with all of our monarchs that we have access to because these ones are all tagged something to do with fighter or warriors. So monarch effect: if an opponent's attack position fighter battles a warrior fighter you control, all HP damage to your opponent is doubled during the damage step. Does this mean that they have to attack me? Or is it any. What are these zone locks? I'm confused. But if this is just any time a warrior fights an opponent's attack position, what's the term battle? What is that referring to here? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll keep that in mind. But this would be really good actually. Storm Hero Vari, Monarch effect. If you take direct HP damage during your opponent's combat phase, you can quick deploy Vari from deck or hand, and the current combat phase ends. What? I'm sorry. What? And you can just quick deploy level 3. It's just a lore fighter, but wait, but how do you do that? Do you just play it without any issue, or how does that work? I'm guessing because it says quick deploy, you can just play it without needing the material? Otherwise, there's no way for you to take direct damage like that. Sigarian Misaki. Water fighters you control can be equipped with cards that are compatible with ice or warrior fighters. Oh, any water fighter. I see. Uh-huh. Horridus Silverstone. If you deploy a copy of him, you can pull a copy of Unstoppable Charge from the deck. So if you play him, who is a warrior, um, so this is like an earth-based deck, not really a fighter-based deck. Monster Slayer Ren. Copies of Monster Slayer Ren that you control can attack twice per turn. Oh, yeah. And then if you give it piercing damage, God, that an earth-based deck with her is crazy. This fighter can only be rally deployed using earth. Like an earth deck with Ren. Holy crap, that seemed good. Ranger Rabbit. Monarch effect. You can rally deploy tier 2 warrior fighters using 0 through 2 warrior fighters in the hand as rally material. Nice. Confectionate Queen Azzy. Once per round, you can put one copy of the from the deck rather than conducting your normal draw. Hmm. I don't know, man. Like none of the like these two are the only monarchs that I'm like, okay, yeah. And these two could be good. This one, if it's how I think it works. This one, again, if it's how I think it works. I don't like the old style of field layout. Um, Wait, these have the exact same field layout. That's kind of funny. Not a lot of front row there, but that's fine. All right, so we've already read you. You're a tier 3 lore card. Um, Lore card, level 1 Ice Warrior. That yeah. If this is normal deployed, you can play Yuki, or you can deploy any warrior with 6 power or 16 base power. You can So you can play Yuki, or you can play like Yomanian Foot Soldier. Yuki, though, if this card was quick deployed, increase the attack of all other warriors you control by 2 while this card remains on the field, which is pretty good, though. And we read that. We read that. We read that. This card can be rally deployed by using tier 0 water fighters. I assumed as much. Oh, in the void as rally material. If this fighter destroys an opponent's fighter in battle, draw 1. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's just good. That's just a solid 3. Call of Blades. Action Warrior. Shuffle 1 equip card from your hand or from a fighter you control into the main deck. Pull a weapon card from the main deck and equip it to a compatible warrior fighter. So that's something else I need to think about. It's not just fighters, it's also weapon cards. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So we need to take that into consideration too. Uh, Equip. So let's see. That's armor. So weapon, 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 weapon. Just pulling out all the weapons. There's not a lot of armors, it looks like. Works for me. That's armor. That's armor. Wait, where'd that go? Okay. So yeah, now the pool increases because you gotta remember that you can equip weapons, and that's kind of seeming like the design, especially with this. Pull a weapon card from the main deck and equip it to a compatible warrior fighter. Nice. One cost lore character. Nothing really to go over besides the fact that it's metal type. Same thing. Wait, this isn't a metal type. Oh, this is a lore type. Or fucking war warrior type. So you can go back. Stella Nova weapon. This card can only be equipped to a warrior, effect, or lore fighter. That fighter gains +3 attack for every warrior you control. So this is like a go wide deck, it seems. If the equipped fighter is destroyed, this card can be equipped to another warrior you control. Hard twice per turn. So you just like swing in, and you're not afraid of things dying because this can just go to something else. That's a really good equipment, it feels like. Plus, it gives you like a lord effect of +3 per warrior. And considering every time you play Yuna, you can bring out more warriors, like you really want to be getting as many of these front row zones as possible. From the looks of it, the most you can get is 5 with them. So you can get at most +15, but that's not terrible at all. +15, that's 30 damage if you can give it piercing. And in fact, if you put this on Ren here and make it so you can attack, inflicts piercing damage, you're doing good. But I don't think that Ren is the good move there. It seems like instead of focusing on a level 4, you're focusing on going wide. On your field, this card counts as 2 material in a rally deployment for a warrior fighter. This card is treated as a lore fighter. Oh, yeah, this is a level 0 you put in. This card's good. This card's real good because it just counts as 2. Azzy. This card can be rally deployed by using 2 wind plus warrior fighters, so it needs to be both, from your void as rally material. It can be, so you don't have to. During your combat phase, you can expend 1 wind rally token from this card to return a fighter to its owner's hand while negating its effect. Soft once per turn. You cannot attack in that turn. God, why do they keep saying you can't attack in that turn? That's so annoying. But I still think this is a decent card. Just because that's removal. Beastslayer Fayek. Uh, Weapon Warrior. This card can be equipped to 1 through 4 warrior. Okay. 2. If the equipped fighter declares an attack, increases attack by 4 times the target fighter's tier number. So if you equip this to a tier 2, it deals 8. Tier 3, it deals 12. Nice. Void effect. If you deploy a compatible Ren fighter, I don't know what Ren is, you can pull this card from the void and equip it to that fighter. I have not seen Ren. Hold on, is there a Ren around? Oh wait, Ren. Oh, oh, that's gross. So you equip this here +16 to this with piercing. Oh my god, that's horrible. I like it, but it's horrible. You just gotta find a way to quickly get Ren out, and you're just golden. Oh my god, what is that field layout? That's Voltron. That is just a Voltron deck. You get Ren or you lose. Fuck. Yeah, this is good outside of Ren because it's also a +7. So wait, with Ren, this would be 47 +16. Oh my god, it can one shot an opponent. It can one shot. Oh, that's gross. Hiyori, 3 costs of lore. Got it. Wanton Destruction. You can activate this card during your attack phase 2, or your action phase 2. Discard all cards in hand, destroy all cards on the field except 1 warrior fighter you control. Oh, everything but 1. So it clears the opponent's board except for 1 thing. Oh, hey, I wonder what that 1 thing would be. Hi, Red. Oh my god. Oh my god. Steel of Banishment. So this is Hiyori's weapon. Equipped warrior one can only be equipped to warrior lore fighters. Okay, that's fine. Two, fighters destroyed by the equipped fighter in battle are shuffled into the owner's deck. Interesting. Three, this card can be recycled one time. I don't know. I've not heard that term before. Recycled? I'm not seeing that there. Do they have a section mechanics? Um, but I cannot have more than three copies. Or okay, yeah, I don't see anything about recycling. Candy Girl Ozzy, lore fighter. Misaki, reveal the top card of your deck if it's a tier 1 warrior. Quick deploy it. Ooh. If it's a weapon card, equip it to this card, regardless of the equipment requirements. If it is neither, send the card to the. Ooh. That's a hard. That's a hard easy. Or that's an easy inclusion, especially from the way I'm seeing this deck being. That's going to be easy inclusion. Ranger Rabbit. This fighter can be rally deployed from the hand using a tier 1 warrior with more than 15k attack in the void as rally material. This fighter gains the unity bonus from its rally token. Oh, oh, yeah, that's an easy include as well. Uh, Cloud Zeta. All other warrior fighters you control gain 3 attack while this card is face up. This card is always treated as a lore fight. Oh, okay. Plus, another just helpful plus. Yeah, that's easy. Alfie the Alpaca. This card, if this card is drawn from the main deck as a result of a Water Fighter's card effect, you can reveal it and quick deploy it. I'm not sure. Oh, wait, Kiari, why are you here twice? How are you here twice? You know what? We're just gonna Control C, Control V, but Control C, Control V. So I know I want those. I know I want this out of three of. Okay. I know I want you out of three of just because Yuna searches you. You're gonna be in the fodder deck, so I'm just gonna shove you over here. You're gonna be in the fodder deck, so I'm just gonna shove you over here. I have to at least put in another. You're going in. Oh, that was one too many. You're going in. You're going in. Um, oh, you're going in. So these are all guarantees. Everything after that, though, is really not. I'm gonna probably have to go in the Discord and ask for some advice on building this. But also, I am really curious about a Ren deck because that could be really crazy. Just gross, just gross shit, man. I'm having fun with this. There's a lot of complexity to this that I feel like is interesting. Like just looking at these starter decks, these two new starter decks, they are crazy strong. I don't even know which one I would say is the strongest. Probably the Mari Mari, because look at that little guy. Look at crewmate Ollie. I want my crewmates to be like that. It's yeah. I feel like just starting with these decks is a good enough starting point at the very least, and then expand from there. And we got a new set coming out actually. Let's take a look at that. I want to see if there's any new order or new warrior cards. So let's see. Warrior. So we got two. Okay. A level 3 and a level 1. Okay. Effect passive. Negate the effect of all opposing fighters in the same column as this fighter. Okay, that's good shit, man. 2. Quick deploy a tier 0 metal token from this card. Oh, okay. Riri of the Inori. If this fighter is destroyed in battle, pull a Wind Lord. Okay. What about weapons? Equip. We only got one so far. Has to be a wind reptile. Oh, wind or reptile lore fighter. Um. Okay. Let's see. Let's just look at monarchs. So placeholder art. That's not a monarch. Oh. Okay. There's a lot of tier 2 metal fighters you control. Oh. Actually, they did say. Hold on. In the Discord, some stuff about this. Let me just pull this up. Announcements, if I remember. Yeah. Because they specified what was kind of getting in updates. Okay. Types with the most support in this set are Undead and Demon. I'm guessing these are new. There's a fair amount of new support for Reptile, Primal, Wind, Light, and Metal. AKA, not what I'm playing. Not what I'm looking at least. I probably should look at picking up one of these decks and just improving off of them, but I really do want to build the Yuki Yuna deck because I do like the look of Warrior. But I think I'd have to buy a lot of set one. And I feel like with Mari or Chibi, I could just get set three since that's where they were introduced. In fact, search. So wait, you can pull Chibi in the set? Oh wait, there's another Chibi. If you deploy a tier 3 mage fighter, which is easy because of the same one, you can pull a compatible equip card from the deck and equip it. Ooh, 3 times per round. That's solid. That's a solid effect there. These are all the monarchs. Skew-chan. So, yeah. So there's two of her. And she's like darkness. Your opponent takes burn damage. Place a rift token on this card. Expend 3 rift tokens from this card and quick deploy Abyssal Skew-chan from the deck. Oh my god, that's cool. If a cosmic fighter you control destroys an opponent's tier 0 fighter in battle, inflict burn damage equal to the tier 0 fighter's oh. You can rally deploy Royal Gold. Okay, okay. So here's the other Mari. Mech Commander Mari. Rally deploy a tier 3 machine fighter using 2 tier 1 through 2 machine fighters in the void as material. The fuck? Kiska, Umani. Ooh, that dude looks cool. Oh, she looks cool as shit. What the fuck? Dungeon Delver, Sai, Chaka, Sai. Oh, another Mari. During the opponent's combat phase, reduce the attack of their fighter by 7 if they share a column with Mari underscore EN and idle fighter. Oh. Oh. And then there's traps, spells, some more traps, some more spells, some earth monarchs. There's a lot of monarchs here. Aside from Mari and Chibi, I don't know any of them, but it's not a bad thing. I always like discovering new ones. Okay, so this is the only one that's not in the starter deck. Oh, and this one, Hana's Anchor. Hana Hyrule are a noble lore fighter. Gotcha. So maybe building a noble deck wouldn't be the worst. I don't know. I think I should look into some pull rates. Thunders, Earth. Stage Princess Mari. Reduce the total attack and defense of your opponent's fighter in the same combo as this fighter to 0. Okay. Royal Goldfish Mari. A lot of ice and water in this set, it seems like. Yeah, wait, actually, let me check something. There's no warriors in that set at all. How many are in this set? So pretty much all of the warriors are in set 1 for the most part. That's a little... Okay, so if I really want to do this, I have to invest in set 1. Or I could try to build some of the stuff from set 3. Or wait till set 4, but pre-orders don't start until October. I think set 3, pick up one of each of the starter decks. I think that'll be a good move here. And just build like the noble deck. Well, I guess improve on both of them at the same time. I don't know. Anyways, I've been streaming for an hour. I had fun. I'm actually kind of enjoying this a lot, and I'd like to try some deck building with it at some point. Like, you know, off stream where I can take the time to really sit down and build a deck. Uh, but until next time, I will see you around. Bye bye. Yeah. Bye.